Speaking of this Diddy thing, we love our theories out there. We've talked about this before on some level, but do you believe there is a higher up, be it a person, an entity, something along those lines that has the power to tell someone, look, I'll give you this $100 million deal. I'll make all your dreams come true. You'll have the biggest cars, the baddest women, but you have to go behind that door with me and engage in certain acts if you want to make it happen. Do you truly believe that, Lonzo?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah. I mean, the casting couch ain't no joke. It's been around for decades. And women know the casting couch has been around forever. A lot of women had to do a lot of favors to a lot of ugly men just to get a movie part. Because you got somebody that's standing between you and your future. Okay, if you get a certain part in a certain movie role, your whole life can change forever. And the only person standing between this is this guy, this girl, or whatever the case may be. Now, somebody tells you, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of money to do so and so and so. All you gotta do is, and that's probably why I'm sitting over here doing my podcast with y'all as opposed to being rich.
Yep.
I got certain shit I ain't gonna do. Okay. But if you have, especially if you're up and coming, if you're already established, you probably don't have a big problem. They probably want you they probably want you in their project more than it would be them for them put themselves in that position. But if you're up and coming and you got, the person movie gonna star Denzel or Robert De Niro or somebody that's got a lot of, gonna get a lot of eyes no matter what, and you can be a supporting actress or a supporting actor, and all you gotta do is, you qualify, and all of a sudden, hey man, you got this one little obstacle, you're gonna make all this money, but there is a but.
And it might mean your butt doing something. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. Hey, so yeah, the casting couch, I get that 100%. And that unfortunately,
it's the same thing.
So I'm even talking, like, let's go up to the elites, the multi-billionaires, the multi-hundred billionaires, all that stuff like that. The ones who people said had to walk through a certain door to get through that level. The Illuminati, whatever, that has many different meanings. Do you think there's something that higher up? We're not just talking about directors trying to screw an actress to give her a part in the movie, but like even higher up, way higher up.
I can see that happening, man. I mean, because you got guys like Epstein who dealt with a lot of high-powered people, and he put them in compromised positions. It sounds like your boy Diddy may have done the same thing. Allegedly, may have done some of the same thing. So, could he sublease his information to keep control of a certain people? I mean, when you got people that putting you in position, you want to make sure, in some cases, you want to make sure they can't come back and bite you later on. So you put them in compromising positions. And, if you do this, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, I think there's some truth to that. J. Roos Theory, shout out to J. Roos Theory. Make sure you guys make sure you guys subscribe to him. He said Denzel had a very powerful quote. Denzel Washington used to tell actors to leave those parties before 8 p.m. Then the devil shows up. I love that. I love that clip, man.
I can see that.
Yeah.
My mom used to always say it didn't open after a certain time, but
legs
mouth and legs, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ain't it open after midnight but legs. Okay. So
yeah. So I've been following this a lot, Lonzo, and I've been hearing some stuff, and I pay attention to people, man. And when someone's on an interview for an hour and a half and they're live and they're on the spot and things like that, they say things that only a certain amount of people catch. But I was listening to a YouTuber interview another guy who's in the industry and apparently goes to these Diddy parties. Went to the Diddy parties back in the day. He said himself he's been to like 5 or 6 or something like that. He said one time that he was at a Diddy party and he hears somebody getting their back blown out,
Oh yeah, I heard
like
that.
Yeah. So he kicks in the door, he thinks it's going to be a female and a male, and it's apparently Diddy blowing the back out of Carl Winslow, the dad from Family Matters, who is part of the LGBTQ. It's not a secret. He came out. Everyone knew he was part of the LGBTQ, but that was what he said. He kicked in the door and he saw that. Now, listen to the interview, Lonzo, and just seconds after that, he mentioned something. I'm like, he said that he went to 5 parties after that.
That's kind of suspect, ain't it? A little sus, as they say.
If I went to a party and I saw that, I ain't never going back to that house.
That sounds a little sus to me, Doc. You know, something made you return to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I think that was a very weird statement to make, man. So it's going to be interesting. This is going to be a story that we're going to cover.
What he was saying. Obviously, he didn't realize what he was saying. He put himself on the suspect list inadvertently. Just on, I guess,
exactly.
Hey, man. Hey.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, those parties, dude. Before we move on, we're about halfway through the show, so I'm going to ask everybody really quick to hit that like button. It really helps out the algorithm, so if you can just hit that like button really quick for your boy, we really, really appreciate that. If this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, you are tuned into N.W.A. Stories with Lonzo. That is Lonzo Williams, the godfather of West Coast hip-hop. Do your Google search. You will get the real story of West Coast hip-hop, period, right here on this channel. No BS, no AI stuff, all authentic, real stuff. And lastly, Lonzo mentioned this last week, but I want to thank everybody out there. We made it to 15,000 subscribers. That's super dope. It's organic, and we love each and every one of you guys, and we really appreciate you, especially the chat fam. And not only that, the people who donate to the program, we really appreciate you. OG Steve, Marlon Cozy, Derek, STEM Radio, J. Roos Theory, Vista Light. You guys are all awesome. Anything you want to throw in there before we move on, Lonzo?
Oh, man, if you haven't seen it already, check out the Eve After Dark documentary now on Tubi, Amazon Prime, and also on YouTube Premium. I was watching the other day, and my boy, he did it again. He did another edit I hadn't seen yet. So it's I'm really proud of that project, man. And I'm really can't wait till we finish this film festival run on N.W.A. That was Lonzo. You've seen it, and this right here goes deeper with me personally, and it actually hand carries you through how things evolved on the West Coast. It just hand carries you through, and it shows you the direct lineage of why I'm the Godfather. And that, to me, that's something that means a lot, because here's something that most people don't realize. Most of the cats that I rocked with didn't rock with me in the very beginning. There was nobody out there but me and Unknown and Roger. That was it. Everybody else was in elementary school or junior high school. Keeping it 100. Everybody else, when I first started doing this in